Hey, it's Chef Evelyn, and I'm coming to you today with a real quick video about 6 steps to transition to vegan without losing your mind and without starving yourself to death. So I've got my notes here. Let's jump right in. So the first thing you want to do when you are transitioning to vegan or part-time vegan, which is like what I like to classify myself as, is you want to really figure out why you're doing it, right? If you're doing it just because it's cool, if you're doing it just because it seems like the thing to do now, if you haven't done your own research or whatever, if you didn't watch my Demystifying the Diets workshop and you don't really know why you're going vegan, you just heard it's something good you should do, you might want to figure out what is the specific why for you. For me, it's so that I don't have to have chemo or radiation or surgery after having a cancer diagnosis in 2016. So I have a really big why, but you need to figure out if you want to live long for your kids, if you want to feel better, if you want to get off medication, if it's just that you know you need to incorporate more fresh fruits and vegetables into your diet, if you want to sleep better, if you want to have more energy, if you want to get off coffee, if you want to lose weight, if you want to gain weight, if you want to detox your body, whatever your reason, make sure you know what that is and that is strong enough for you and that you have that. So when the going gets tough and you're just really not in the mood and you want to run through the drive-thru and get you a 6-piece, you know what I'm saying, with waffle fries, you don't do it, okay? So the second thing is also to remember that healthy eating, whatever kind of diet that you're choosing, is a journey and not a destination, right? So give yourself the freedom that you don't have to go cold turkey if you don't want to. You can start changing your diet incrementally. You can start incorporating more things and eliminating things at a speed and a pace that works for you and your lifestyle and your family. So just remember, healthy eating and a healthy lifestyle is a journey and not a destination. And if you slip up, you know what I'm saying, and you find yourself ordering that pizza with the thin crust, extra sauce, heavy on the cheese, I like mine a little cooked, a little, anyway, if you find yourself doing that, give yourself some grace and know that you're changing a lifestyle and you're not going to be perfect and that you're already eating healthier. So if you slip up every now and then, and that's not every other day, that's not even every weekend, but every now and again, like, give yourself some slack, okay? The third tip is that you want to play by your own rules. And basically, you get to decide what healthy eating looks like for you. I know for me, I didn't want to be a strict vegan or a raw vegan, or I didn't want to be only pescatarian, and I didn't want to. So I created my own, and I kind of coined my own phrase, which is part-time vegan. Like I tell people, I eat chicken on weekends, right? I decide that I lead a lifestyle and a diet that is mostly plant-based, very light on the dairy, right? I don't necessarily eat meat every day. I don't necessarily eat meat at every meal. I do eat it, and when I eat it, I enjoy it, okay? I stay away from refined sugars as much as possible, but then every now and again, I'm going to get some gelato, okay? So you get to play by your own rules, and like I said, you get to go at your own speed, and remember, it's a journey, not a destination. So the fourth tip is, and this is the one that as a chef, it just, I have to say this. I think one of the biggest ways people struggle when they're trying to change a diet, or particularly to something like veganism, or even being a part-time vegan like the class that I teach, is that they're trying to recreate old things. And know that when you go into a new lifestyle, when you go into a new diet, you're going to learn new things. If you try to go get the old things and bring it to the new, it doesn't translate well, right? And so a lot of times what happens is, particularly people who have vegan diets or vegetarian diets or raw diets, is that you know, unintentionally could start eating a lot of processed foods and a lot of weird products and a lot of soy-based products, which is really bad for you because you're trying to recreate something from a carnivorous lifestyle, right? Like chicken and burgers and meatballs and cheese and things like that, and you start incorporating all these processed foods, trying to create something that old in something new, versus just saying, you know what, I'm just going to create new things because I've let go of the old things, right? You can get really frustrated and disappointed. A lot of people do, and they actually think that vegan food is not good, and that's because they're trying to recreate meatloaf from when they were a carnivore. And it's like, listen, okay, it's not going to taste the way you think it should taste. If you let go of that concept and stop trying to make vegetable substitutions for meat, it's a little bit easier, right? Like there is no cheese in veganism. You can have like a nut sauce or a nut spread or something like that, but it's not cheese. Okay, so that's just my little tip, just to help you mentally get there. And then that leads me to the next point, which is redefining what a meal is. We're so traditionally taught that a meal is focused around the protein and then you add your starch and your veggies, whereas if you're leading a vegan lifestyle or a part-time vegan lifestyle, whatever kind of lifestyle you decide to choose, you're gonna have to redefine what a meal is. So you may not have those perfect 3 portions on a plate. There's been many a times where I've had a 1 ingredient meal or a 1 dish meal where I just sat down and ate a big plate of fill in the blank vegetable, right? And it was delicious and I was satisfied. And so, or I base my meal around a leafy green, or I base it around having multiple colors or a theme like a bowl or something like that. So you know, you can have all these veggie bowls and Buddha bowls and different things like that. So, or a wrap. So you have to redefine what a meal is, and that helps eliminate some of the frustration that your plate is not going to look the way it used to look. My next tip is you definitely want to make sure that your kitchen is vegan friendly, right? So you want to make sure that in your pantry, in your freezer, in your refrigerator, you have equipped yourself with things that makes this new lifestyle, this new diet choice easy to follow. If you have things on hand that are part of your old lifestyle, you're going to eat them. I'm telling you right now, you're going to eat them. And I'm not telling you to throw everything away at once, right? Which is why it's a journey, not a destination. You see what I did there? You see what I did there? But I am saying that start changing out your sweeteners, start changing out your oils, start changing out, you know, your flours if you want to be even more healthy. Start changing out, get alternative milks, things like that. This is something that I teach in my part-time vegan classes, basically preparing your kitchen for a vegan diet. What are the things you need to have on your pantry? What are the things you need to have on hand in your refrigerator and your freezer? What are the things you need to buy on some frequency as you transition into this new way of eating? So, and you also want to have the good equipment, because you're going to be cooking more. Like I hate to break it to you. Actually, I don't hate to break it to you, because I love to cook and I wish everybody loved to cook. But you're going to be cooking more, right? So if you want to make it easier, having the right tools for the right job, having quality kitchen equipment is going to make cooking at home a lot easier. It's going to make it faster, right? And a lot less stressful. And that's one less headache you're going to have to worry about as you're transitioning and changing old habits into new habits. And then lastly, and I think this is the most important thing, and this is where I help people, is you have to have a plan. You know, one of the things that I realized when I first went vegan, and I was vegan for a while and then I became a part-time vegan, was that if I did not have a plan and I let myself get hungry, I totally fell off the wagon. I got derailed. Like, it was not what you want, okay? I'd be out there doing the most. I was basically being what a lot of people call a junk food vegan, which is I'm gonna go through the drive-through and I'm gonna get these french fries and this hot sauce. It's vegan, but you know what I'm saying? Or you end up getting a lot of prepackaged foods and you're just trying to figure, or you eat a lot of carbs because you're trying to get something quick because you didn't have a plan, or you get tired of eating kale and quinoa and avocado and black beans all the time, and you're like, there has got to be more to veganism than kale, quinoa, avocados, and black beans. You know what I'm saying? And so one of the things I did to help create a plan was I started meal planning. I created the Eat Out at Home meal planner. But in addition, I created my part-time vegan class because I was like, I didn't want all the fake meats, and I didn't want all the fake cheeses, and I didn't want all the fake ingredients, and I needed a plan. I needed like a repertoire of recipes. I needed to kind of know what needs to go in my pantry, what needs to go in my fridge. You know, I needed to know more information about what are my particular rules are going to be around eating. And so I created my part-time vegan class to help people with that same struggle. Like, yo, I want to eat healthier, but like all this research, I'm trying recipes online, you know, it's just a recipe, so you don't actually get to see somebody cooking it, like, and you're like, I don't know what this is supposed to be. It didn't turn out like the picture. So I created my part-time vegan class, and I also created my healthiest homemade class, which is not a vegan class, but it's very vegetable and fruit heavy and very healthy, on how do you make things at home, right? When you're trying to eat healthier, you're cooking at home more, right? snacks and breakfast and lunch ideas. So even in my part-time vegan class, there's 4 modules, and there's breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and desserts, right? Or there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner ideas, dessert ideas, and snacks. And then there's also things, like I said, about how to grocery shop like a pro, and how to prepare your kitchen for a vegan diet, and how to transition to a vegan diet. So I hope you enjoyed those tips. I am currently offering my part-time vegan class and my Healthy is Homemade class for a bundle with about $100 off the bundle. Part-time vegan is a 4-week online cooking class, and Healthy is Homemade is a 5-week online cooking class. Together there's over 15 hours of video and over 33 recipes for you to try, and you can cook along in real time, pause, rewind, come back, for you to get a jump start on your healthy eating journey. So if you're interested in the Healthiest Homemade and part-time vegan diet duo, you can click the link that's in the description box of this video, and it'll have all the details about the class, and hopefully I will see you in there. And till next time, family, peace.